What up? Welcome back, Ashton. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Welcome back, Ashton.
I don't even know if I'm on this podcast anymore. I'm so sorry. These Sunday obligations. I apologize, Pod, but I be doing stuff that it's never because I'm just laying at home. You know,
It isn't. Yeah, Ashton's a busy man.
literally went to Houston, had to do some family stuff, fun stuff. Got to see my sister. I'm trying to spend more time in Houston because I want to be a part of the community known as my family.
Okay.
They're always calling me, making me feel jealous and shit. They're like, we saw Michael with you. Everybody was there. Grandma, grandkids, the cousins, auntie. I was like, God damn.
I like how you're like, I got to spend more time with the community. They're like, we're your family. You could just say family.
Yeah, no.
We're not just the black community, Ashton. We also raised you.
No, I love hanging out with them. My sister, every time I go back, she always tells me some crazy ass dating story from some guy.
How old is she?
She's like 30.
Okay.
31 maybe.
Yeah.
But
She's living a Seinfeldian life right now.
She is.
Nice.
One dude hit on her. A lot of women always tell me how weird dudes are. They're like a lot of my female friends will be like, my female friends.
Can you be friends with females?
Correction, my female friends. They'll be like, these dudes are weird. Their dudes are weird. I'm like, yeah, as a dude, I know I'm weird. Not the women, but just in general. So I can only imagine that they're weird in person. I know how these niggas operate, and I can only imagine they are weird to you. And one story my sister told me where she was talking to this dude, and he was like almost kind of normal. Mm-hmm. And then later on the date, he was like, you should check out my YouTube account. So she checked out his YouTube account. Brother. It was a YouTube page dedicated to BBWs.
What?
Like white BBWs.
Okay.
He's interviewing.
Wait. Oh, I was like, how is it connected?
It's like he's
to
every day.
Is it video essays? Is it
he's interviewing
theories?
Different BBWs that he wants to hook up with. He's talking about BBWs. I got to get her to text. She showed me the page. It was one of the craziest things I ever seen in my entire fucking life. I was like, it really is a BBW love page.
Yeah.
And it's just some big nigga at his computer talking about BBWs. And of course my sister was offended. She's like, well, first off, what the fuck? Secondly, ew.
I say this all the time to Kelly, but and I feel like a boomer when I say this, but I mean it. Like, what happened to shame?
No.
Shame is a good thing to feel. Of course, you shouldn't be like totally ashamed all the time, but have some shame.
It's crazy
when it's required.
Other people see you. Other people, you're making me feel, bro. I was funny.
Gen Z's always like, I hate being perceived. It's like, well, you are being perceived.
I see you.
Yeah.
I fucking see you.
Yeah, we don't get a choice in that matter.
No, I was in Houston. I was helping my friend film some stuff. She filmed a party scene, so she invited all the friends over, and we're all in a costume. We're dressed up. We're filming a party scene, and of course, there's girls there. They're really cute. And one of the dudes, he's like a 50-year-old man. I guess he was a friend of somebody. He also got invited, and he was at the party. He was just walking up to girls, and he was like, yeah, you like that? You want to hold my drink? I got something else for you to hold. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga, I see you.
So wait, you're saying this was like a shoot?
Yeah, it was a shoot, but we were all allowed to
Dude, extras don't have lines.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. At the very least, do your job.
What? Dude, it was so freaked out. Me and my sister were standing right. We were like, she was looking at me. She was like, I was like, do I say something? This is weird. I feel like I should step in and go, hey, man, get your old freaky ass out of here. You freaking me out, bro.
What's going on in Houston, dude? Something's happening over there.
Houston's a freaked out ass city, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Houston, get your shit together.
Yeah, at that party, watch it. He was because they made sure that they're like because age ain't nothing. I don't give a fuck about how old you are, but it is jarring when you are just the older person in the room and you're also the most freaked out. People notice both those vectors. They're like, okay, I just don't want to be an old pervert. That's all.
Yeah,
I just you see.
I think that's easy to do.
I agree. But what happens to these niggas? Because what happens to these people? They just become,
I don't know,
so openly, freaky.
I don't know how, one, they get stuck, and then two, they just, they've gone through so much of life without self-awareness or self-control, and then just as you get older and crustier and you stick out more around the age group you want that these people want to be around. It's kind of a tragic thing for them.
It does. It is.
Not to sympathize with that side of the equation, but it's like,
Get your shit together.
Get your shit
if you're
together.
an old freaky man watching this, stop that shit. All right, we can start our podcast about cops now. I think.
Let's start. And we're back, folks. The word I was thinking of was blowback. That's dude, my brain is barely functioning right now.
So funny.
I couldn't think of the word blowback.
The amount of collegiate words you use to Google
to get there.
It's crazy.
I was trying to find examples of it.
I said ramifications, and that seems a little.
No, I was trying to think of something very specific to talk about. That was the joke I was trying to make. That was Texas sex ed education blowback. Now we got 50-year-old dudes who can't contain themselves doing extra work. That's the exact same as Israel funding Hamas to split the Palestinian coalition.
I know that the old dude listening to this is probably like, that's what I'm saying. I was just trying to blow some backs. We talked about the same thing.
Yes. Thank you, Ashton, for making it all worth it. Right? Y'all were listening probably like, Joffrey, shut the fuck up. What are you doing out there? Can't y'all edit this out at least?
We can't.
But no, it was setting Ashton up
we're fifth dimensional
for a
thinkers.
great
We operate at a higher level.
Yeah,
okay?
for a great sexual CIA pun. That's what we're about here. What we're really about, another great segue by me, is what the fuck did the police do this week? That's pretty much our podcast.
I bet it's something nice.
No. I mean, yes. Look, I'm sure there was a cop out there who someone was like, a tourist out here was lost, and they saw NYPD, and they asked him for directions, and they gave him, and they put their phones away.
He had his phone in his hands, and he was just able to Google it right there. Just
And quickly made a split-second decision, and gave them
switched from Candy Crush to Google Maps.
And gave them good directions. I bet something like that. Many instances of that happened, but that shit is well documented. We're trying to, talk about some of the other stuff that goes on that we feel should be talked about a little bit more. So that's why we start out each episode with the headline roundup. Here are some of the stories, the headlines involving U.S. police from the past week, starting with ICE cops in Georgia have a man die in their custody. R.I.P. Denny Aiden Gonzalez. He is the 18th reported death by someone in ICE custody so far this year.
Cop kills his wife in a murder-suicide. R.I.P. Elia Hernandez.
Cop in Fort Pierce, Florida is on trial for shooting and then lighting a man on fire. R.I.P. Richard Benson.
Cop in Rutland City, Vermont, pleads guilty to shooting two people who were driving away.
Cop in Barrow County, Georgia, is facing a lawsuit for sicking his canine on a man who had already surrendered.
Cop in Waukegan, Illinois, is convicted of assaulted a handcuffed man.
Of assaulting a handcuffed man. That was my bad. Cop in Queen City, New Hampshire, is put on leave after assaulting a handcuffed man.
Cop in London, Kentucky, is under investigation for slapping an autistic man in his custody.
School cop in Charlotte, North Carolina, who was on video slamming a 14-year-old girl onto the ground so hard that she suffered a brain injury, receives a 2-day suspension.
Cop in Honolulu is indicted for an on-duty sexual assault.
Cop in Benson, North Carolina, is indicted for rape and kidnapping.
Cops in Choctaw, Oklahoma, are on paid leave after sending explicit text to a teenage girl and at one point handcuffing and placing her in a squad car while she was at one of their homes.
Cop in Miami is arrested for publicly masturbating while following people around in a hotel while providing security for Trump at a golf event.
Jail cop in San Antonio is arrested for possession of child sex abuse material and sexual abuse of a minor.
Cop in Detroit who took a woman's phone to send himself her nudes pleads no contest.
Cop in Cherry Valley, Illinois is arrested for stalking.
Cop in Gwinnett County, Georgia is arrested for stalking and battery.
Cop in Bradenton, Florida is arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Brooklyn Center, Minneapolis kills a dog.
Cop in
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino, California, kill a dog.
Cop in Vancouver, Washington kills a dog while off duty.
Jail cop in Port St. Lucia, Florida is arrested for robbing a bank.
Yep.
Sorry, I got confused there. It switched up on me at the end here.
My bad.
But
like I said, I don't know what's going on with me today. I haven't gotten enough sleep, so everything around me is falling apart.
let's see if Joffrey makes it to the end of the episode, folks. Oh my God, I hate these cops because as soon as I'm laughing, I've been laughing about the cop, the Secret Service agent who was jerking off in the hallway. I didn't think that was gonna make the show. I didn't think that was gonna make it.
You know, I looked it up. I did a little bit of research. Are secret agents secret service agents can they constitute as cops? And based on their background and training and their legal what they are legally allowed to do and are legally considered, they're cops.
I mean, that was even where I was at fault with the story. I was more on him jerking off in the hallway.
Why would that not go in our podcast?
Yeah, no, I agree. I wasn't saying it because of that. I was saying it because I was laughing on that on my own. I didn't even.
Oh, that's what you meant.
I was having a couple of ha-has on that this week. I think it was jerking off in the hall. You can't put your service weapon away, sir. You can't. Jerking off in the hallway. Look, niggas is naked
and following people around. It's terrifying.
That is, he's tweaked out. I just hated that it followed right after. Then
of course, yeah. I mean, even that one isn't funny. I mean, obviously we understand how it is funny. It's totally absurd. And the fact that he works for Trump, yes, that is funny, but in another more real, grounded reality sense, it's yet another terrifying, horrible deed committed.
Sex demon has been unleashed by our government
and paid for by our tax dollars.
Just jerking off. What are my taxes going to?
I wanted to highlight. So, one of the first headlines we read was the murder-suicide. The death of Elia Hernandez, killed by her cop husband. But a really exquisite piece of propaganda, because here is the actual headline from that article that was confusing to me. It says, murder-suicide victims identified, Southwest ISD police corporal among the dead.
Maybe the wife did it.
That's what it implies, right?
It's crazy.
Murder-suicide victims identified, cop among the dead. Huh.
Whoa.
Right?
The level of cartoons in this article.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could bend words like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're like, what? The cop was among the dead. He was among the victims.
Who are these fucking criminals killing cops? Oh, shit, a cop.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And then you get to the article. 2 people have been found dead in a suspected murder-suicide. Da-da-da-da-da. According to the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office, Elia Hernandez died by homicide, while Armando Hernandez died by suicide. So can we say they're both victims of murder-suicide? Yeah. One is victim of murder. The other is a victim of suicide.
This is professional level.
It's ridiculous.
We need an award show for
we do.
An awards for most buried lead in a fucking article.
Yeah.
And the award, that's insane. That's it's not even.
That's like nuclear bunker level digging, burying the lead.
It feels like illegal that you can do that.
Yeah.
You can just kind of lie.
Yeah.
Well, what if we just show the truth a little like this?
It's why? Look, we've all read manufacturing consent. We have a vague understanding of why the media serves power, but it's why on earth did that needed to be phrased like that?
Especially if someone actually
over the top.
Reads the article, then it's wait, now you look like a bad guy. Now you look like why would you even want your article to? You feel like an accomplice.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because at least it's confusing.
Are you trying to help this nigga?
Yeah,
he's dead. Oh, but they're helping the cops. That's
right. So we'll give an award to
what was that?
News 4 Essays, San Antonio.
Okay.
Local news.
Yeah.
So what do we got? What do we got in the? All right, not as smooth as a segue as I had before. Look, I'm struggling out here, folks, please. Ashton, what do we got for our loyal Patreon subscribers this week?
Guys, if you guys are giving $5 a month and 5 stars on Patreon, you know what you get will be us talking about a Detroit cop resigning over flock cameras and some very, very strange spending done by the Philadelphia Sheriff's Office.
Ooh, see, we left it kind of mysterious to get you to.
Like,
It's just $5.
It is. We just did YouTube clickbait, but for Patreon. So if you want to find out, like and subscribe.
Well, before we dive into this week's main stories, of course, we got some updates on some previous stories. So one of our craziest stories that we've covered, this was a while ago, maybe close to a year ago, but we're talking about California Highway Patrol officers and specifically in the Bay Area, who were basically stealing legal weed from drivers. Mm-hmm. So in California, it's legal to grow and sell marijuana, but these California cops were pulling over people engaged in this business and just basically straight up highway robbery, confiscating their weed to like the estimates is that it was millions of dollars worth of product that they were stealing, threatening people, doing a cover up. This was going on for years. And also, another detail, if you remember, was that because they were not allowed to do this, they're going outside of their jurisdiction. Besides the fact that that this is robbery, they were going outside their jurisdiction in order to do this, and they were pretending to be ATF agents, which they were not. Well, the update is that they finally, they've been convicted. Now it is their sentencing. The two main cops involved in this, who each took in hundreds of thousands of dollars each selling this marijuana and stealing the cash. One received 30 months in prison. The other receives 20 months in prison. So extremely light sentences. Yeah. Like if you can imagine a regular person engaging in this quite literal highway robbery going on for years, I don't think we would be saying their sentences in months.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then, that doesn't even include like time served and like getting out early for being good cops. So they're like, I don't know. Damn, they're probably going to get out like that. And did they get to keep the money? Or obviously probably have to return it all.
Yeah,
yeah. That's insane. They just get to rob people. It'd be so confusing because weed's legal. Like, what the fuck? It's like
they'll come back. They're like, all right, we're not allowed to be California Highway Patrol, but we do want to pursue our true love, which is selling marijuana. Come to our support your local marijuana farms.
They buy from them, and as soon as you buy from them, you're under arrest.
Sorry, force the habit. Give
me that weed back. Sorry, I apologize.
So yeah, that is crazy, but not crazy at the same time. Kind of regular stuff.
That sounds, as long as I've been doing this podcast, sounds about right.
Yes. Next update. So Ashley, you're gonna love this. So this is from one of our more recent stories.
Oh, godly. I remember godly.
Texas.
You mean ungodly?
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, the cop with his, they say prostitute, we say sex worker over here. The cop with his sex worker wife, who had been convicted twice previously for being a sex worker, was kicked off the school board for this. Has now they're all wrapped up. Turns out that he was sex working his wife to his fellow officers, including the police chief, right? So
he was...
we talked about this.
Yes,
remember?
I remember.
Yeah.
I know, but at the time it was, we don't know. They could be innocent. They could it could all be a simple coincidence.
No, not at all. They're arrested. But the update,
so funny.
One not so funny update, but one of the chief, remember the chief got arrested. The chief, now there's a woman coming out saying she had harassed and assaulted her multiple times over the years, but also his mother has been arrested.
What? The mother was getting pussy too?
No.
Oh, damn.
I wish. I mean, come on. We all wish.
The mother was getting in on that thing.
Our podcast can't be that good. But no, she works at like a jail. Apparently, it's like a family passion to work in law enforcement. But she was like looking up the warrant records and stuff, and basically like doing her best to have her boys back, which honestly I'm not mad at. So it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day.
I was gonna say Happy Mother's Day. That is not
shout out all you moms.
Yeah.
This is coming out on Wednesday, but no, we're recording this on Sunday on Mother's Day. So shout out her.
Free her a little.
Free her.
You know,
Yeah.
for Mother's Day at least. I don't know.
I agree. I wholeheartedly.
All she did was aid a sex ring. I mean,
Yeah.
is it really a ring if it's just one person?
I bet it was a ring.
I feel,
Remember they had all those contacts on her phone.
Yeah. But it's one person though. Like that's just like one.
That's a hell of a person.
God damn,
Got
girl.
yourself a ring. One person ring over here.
Yeah.
That's why he's like, that's why I gave her the ring. She could do a ring. There we go.
That's what we. Will you be my? Will you be my sex slave? my sex. My
Sorry, a sex employee.
sex
You will be paid. You will be
yeah,
compensated.
handsomely. Not sex slave, sex worker.
Yeah. Next, more, because we're gonna keep fucking covering this until more people are talking about it. The DIY sober arrests going on all over the country. The heart of it is Tennessee. What did I say?
Oh, yeah.
Well, whatever. Look, I'm trying my best. DUI.
I'm pretty sure Joffrey's melting in real time.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Nigga talking like Joe Biden.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? I was so sleep deprived recently that last night I slept for like 13 hours.
That's beautiful.
And
Those
so,
are good.
but I have that thing where you're kind of groggy still,
you're still waking-
So
yeah.
I'm trying to drink this.
No, I feel you. No.
Yeah.
I've had nothing but I've been on. It's been 24/7, 365 for like the past 2 weeks.
You've been very busy too.
So I'm like raw. Literally today was my family left this morning, and I was like, oh my god, I get to sleep. But then I was like, oh yeah, I got to do the podcast too. So let me.
Yeah.
After this.
Sign up for our Patreon. Give me, Ash, and Quincy some help out here, dude. It's hard doing a whole fucking podcast by yourself.
And having other lives.
Other lives, yeah. Anyways, the heart of the people who are doing the investigation is this local WSMV4, I think, in Tennessee. And so an update there is that the THP, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, has announced that they're going to equip all their troopers with breathalyzers, which sounds nice until you remember all the cases where people literally blew in the breathalyzer, got a 0.00, and still went to fucking jail. So again, it's like, yeah, I feel like this is like a trend that's now been going on for fucking decades, where the police will get caught doing corrupt, horrendous, devilish shit, and then in response, we have to pretend that it was all like an innocent mistake, or like, oh, they just need more training, or or in this case, oh, we'll give them breathalyzers.
Yeah, they didn't have enough of the MacGuffin.
Exactly.
Once we give them the MacGuffin, everything will be.
Then they won't make another simple mistake, innocent mistake, I will say.
That's all that was missing. That was the final piece. Now policing is healed.
Exactly. Right. And also, we're going to be giving them way more money to do this. That's the other part of it.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. So, along with that, there is more on the Tennessee part of this saga, which is finally all this, local news reporting out of Tennessee, which I commend them. They're doing a good job. Is they're starting to get more to the bottom of this, which seems like what we suspected. When we first started doing these stories and realizing they're all over the place, I just did some very simple research on what could be behind all this, because it's obvious to an average person that it's not just innocent mistakes. Is that one, cops get paid overtime. One, processing an arrest after the clock, or, and this is specific for DWI cases, showing up to court just to be there. And then even though it'll turn out, oh, this person is found not guilty, they got paid overtime. That's one incentive. And the other incentive is de facto quotas. So that's what we see here in Tennessee, which has recorded 2,500 sober DUI arrests since 2017, right? But now we have whistleblowers and former troopers coming out and saying that they have been pressured by their superiors to produce numbers for DUI arrests. And the reason is federal funding can be tied to you have all these programs about quote cleaning up the highways and things that probably I mean, I'm not that jaded. I would say that programs that we can bet were in original good faith, probably meant to do what they are saying to do. But you can never be too careful with these incentives that you give cops, because once that program becomes, oh, if you make this many arrests and quote clean the streets this much, you will get more funding. Now you've created an incentive for cops to just fucking arrest people.
Yeah, you think police just abuse people? No, also policies.
Yeah,
they fucking will find a way to corrupt, and it makes anything they do, even in the sense of supposed to be good, bad.
Yeah,
it's fucked up too, because it's like, damn, these numbers, they got the numbers so high, like the DUI number so high, it makes you feel like, oh shit, is everybody around this bitch driving drunk?
Yeah,
no, they're just arresting people. They're just making it look like faking crime statistics. Like, that's bad. That's bad. It makes people think they live in a worse place than they do.
And then, except for residents of Arizona, I believe, or is it Arizona or New Mexico? Albuquerque, in New Mexico, where their police was letting drunk drivers go so they could send them to their defense lawyer buddy, who was paying them to send them there. Yeah, so just all the wrong
evil on every fucking part of the coin. God damn.
Yeah. And then the last update, and this is on me. And look, we were talking a minor correction. And look, have I issued a couple corrections in the last month? Yes, I have, but only recently. All right, don't lose faith in me. All right, over our almost 2 years, it's only been 3-4 times I've done this.
You should assume whatever I'm saying is incorrect.
Yes, Ashton.
If you taking anything, I say seriously.
Ashton worked as a part-time police officer.
Yes, I actually.
This is what people don't know.
Bad.
He just loves podcasting.
Yeah, I am gonna arrest Joffrey after. If this podcast don't do numbers, Joffrey's getting fucking.
Yeah, but we talked about the Louisiana immigrant, the visa fraud scheme, and you asked the Indian shop owners that they were working with the cops to do fake robberies, and they even had acted out fake robberies. And you asked, was even the people doing the fake robberies Indian as well? And I said yes. We had a good laugh about that. But as I was listening back, every time before we put out these episodes, I always listen back to it. And every now and then I catch something. I'm like, was that true? I don't really remember quite for sure reading that. I'll look it up. And yes, they were not Indian, the fake. A very inconsequential correction to make. That's why I think you should trust me. I'll go out and correct something so not even worth wasting airtime on. But still I will.
We're here.
But if you sign up for our Patreon, I promise you, I will have the time to have a podcast where we don't have to fucking issue corrections.
No, this is good for our YouTube numbers. We need longer podcasts. So the more corrections,
true?
The more we need.
We're gonna have a whole correction section.
All right, this is the half. All that other shit we just told you, that shit was a lie.
Sign up for our Patreon. You can hear our corrections. You can know when you are being lied to.
That's actually sinister.
Actually, that's a good
marketing
idea.
Ploy. Actually, we were lying about the first 15 minutes of the podcast.
Sign up for our Patreon for our 3-hour correction bonus episode every week.
This is where we do harm reduction to our audience.
Look, we're trying our best. But let's start with our first main story on today's episode. We're going to Detroit. A lot of Detroit this week. So reading here from WXYX or WXYZ, I believe.
Come on, they could have tried a little bit harder.
I like it. Look, they claimed
Detroit,
it. XYZ. I love that.
It says WXYX on mine.
I know, but I think I made a typo.
Oh, shit.
Dude.
Just think of it.
Let me issue a formal apology to our audience.
Is this the real job?
Look, I told you, I'm fucked up right now. I don't know what happened to me. I need a fucking day off is what I need.
No, you were going through this file. Shit was highlighted on it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. Look,
my poor guy. I can't complain. I ain't do none of this shit. I didn't do no work.
All right. I'm gonna get it together starting
right now.
All right. Wayne County Sheriff Raphael Washington denies posting nude photo video to his Facebook. What a headline.
I ain't do that shit.
Wayne County Sheriff Raphael Washington says he doesn't know how a lewd photo of a penis was recently posted to his personal Facebook page just after midnight last Thursday.
What?
Now, just after midnight, that doesn't help his case. That's peak penis posting hours,
That's off-duty
dude.
penis. This nigga posted off-duty cock. Off-duty cock.
That was sentence number 1. Now let's get to sentence number 2. Washington currently fending off an ongoing sexual harassment
God
lawsuit. Filed by a former female appointee, has previously been accused by 6 different women of harassment.
This is like this is absolutely an Eric Adams multiverse character. This is like in how there's Kang the Conquerors.
It is, dude. I'm glad you said click the link to the article.
I saw him. I did. I already seen him.
Okay, I thought you just were able to spiritually understand who this
bald-headed black man. I saw this
and
nigga.
old. Don't forget old. That is middle-aged.
Making the mistakes of like you can tell. Also, come on,
this is the guy I imagine who was in that music video shoot in Houston.
Yes, no cap. This is what he looked like, except he had a cowboy hat on. He did. He was dressed like a sheriff.
Literally the Texas version.
He dressed like a sheriff. I'm not even kidding. That was his costume. He had a cowboy hat on, a white tucked-in shirt. He was a bald black man. He literally was this. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even lying, dude. This is exactly what he was.
Bald black man, y'all used to be Michael Jordan. What has happened? Your stereotype was that y'all were balling out of control.
Now y'all just freaky as hell. Now them bald thoughts. Oh my God. That's what happens when the sun hits directly on scalp.
Yeah.
White bald guys racist. Black bald guys horny as fuck.
It's true. We're not meant to be bald. Evolution made us. We had hair up here.
Yeah,
we lost our other hair. We need this hair. All right. God told us that.
That hair is keeping the psyche alive.
It's put the razor away. Zip up your pants. Put that razor away.
It's keeping people sane. It drives people mad in different ways. I'm a pervert. No. I keep accidentally posting my penis on Facebook. I knew he was bald and black. His name is Raphael Washington. If that ain't Raphael, come on. A black man named Washington. Mr. Washington. That's all right.
Y'all used to be Denzel. Now y'all are Raphael. Yeah. What happened?
The aura loss is immense, brother. These niggas.
Oh my God. All right.
Well, my head's shaped like a penis, so might as well keep. I'm already physically look like.
Oh my God! Thank you, Raphael Washington. You're bringing life back into me. I can feel myself healing. I needed this.
And his picture has so many veins in it. It's just his. I mean, not the dick. I didn't see the dick. I'm talking about him.
I know, but it sucks. You have to clarify that. Damn, Raphael, why you got to issue these horrible clarifications because of you?
Nigga got me sounding perverted just by virtue of talking about it. Wait, no.
I meant his head. I meant. Oh, fuck.
Dude. I gotta, man.
I meant his head. Head on his neck.
We need a retreat, nigga.
Retreat.
We gotta go somewhere. Like,
an HR retreat.
Yeah, we need
for a demographic.
Yeah, we need to be talked to. Hey, man, niggas is disturbingly horny.
Yeah.
Literally frighteningly. Like frighteningly horny.
I think the equivalent of Pakistani would be 50-year-old fat Pakistani men with gold chains. That's our demographic equivalent.
Yeah, it's just gold chains. That doesn't seem
gold
like
chains. The body hair is coming out from their shirt.
But that doesn't
the
seem,
gold chain.
That seems more aesthetic driven, not
so is the bald head.
Yeah.
I'm saying the equivalent.
The niggas be perverted.
Who need a retreat. Who need an HR meeting.
Dapper Dan, bro.
All right, we've only made it past 2 sentences. We have many more sentences.
Sorry.
Okay. Now, Washington suggests that he was the victim of cyberhacking.
Oh, they got to the computer.
He's too old. He's too old to give us a convincing version of this. They use the satellites. I saw the satellites up there out of the sky. They beamed down to my phone. You know the satellites. Like, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about, actually. It was the car. It was the car from Knight Rider. That's what happened. Y'all know Knight Rider's a new show. Check it out.
Hacked your phone, posted a picture of your penis, and then deleted it immediately. Why? Why did they delete it? Twice.
Yeah, and posted "My bad, y'all."
Y'all wasn't supposed to see that.
Oh, God. Now, Washington suggests that he was the victim of cyber hacking following 2 separate and explicit posts made to his personal Facebook page. In both cases, the postings were taken down within minutes, but not before they were seen and shared by others. Oh, why are there shares? Shares, that's a dark angle to all this.
Bookmark. What the fuck?
Shared.
I'm coming back to this.
Y'all, everyone check out my new story. God.
Oh my God.
Washington, through his spokeswoman, that's a tough job. Sorry, lady.
What?
She's like, fuck. She's like, 2 weeks to my pension. You know the grizzled cops? Yeah. Just 2 more weeks of this shit and I get to retire.
Oh, no. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh my God, I'm dying over here. Bro, I'm literally sweating. Okay. Washington, through... I'm sweating, I'm crying. Fluids are leaking out of my body. Washington, through his spokeswoman, pleaded ignorance as to how the photo of male genitals appeared on his page last week. We are aware of this is a quote. We are aware of an inappropriate photo allegedly posted to his Facebook account. Spokeswoman Mara McDonald said, quote, the sheriff did not post this and has contacted the appropriate authorities for security review. Yeah, don't worry, y'all.
We're going to find out the hackers, whoever's penis this is, which, and not mine, but it obviously was cold when this picture was taken. It's not mine, but we must get down to...
Who said it was small? It ain't small. Who the fuck said that? I'll beat your ass.
Whoever penis this may be.
How dare you offend the perpetrator of this malicious crime?
Taken on, and nothing wrong with uncircumcised. There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with a bald head.
It got posted twice and then deleted. Was the caption wrong?
We got Cash Patel on the case, y'all. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Y'all don't have to worry. I'm a very fine police officer. I will get to the bottom of this. Y'all can worry about other more pressing issues. I'll take care of this. Don't worry. That's why I took this job as a police officer.
God damn it, dude.
All right. McDonald did not respond to a series of follow-up questions, including whether law enforcement was contacted. Both the Michigan State Police and Detroit Police say they were never contacted by the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. This is not the first time Washington has faced questions like this. Back in September, he denied any knowledge about how a video of a nude woman made its way to his personal Facebook page.
Do you know how hard it is to upload a video on Facebook? There's so many safeguards that you have to you have to purposely upload a video on Facebook. You don't just it has to buffer, it has to go through copyright, fucking make sure nobody else posted this video of a woman.
Yeah.
That's great. Because my thinking is this nigga is so perverted. His phone is just full of just pictures of his penis. And he's old, so in combination with that, it's just butt posting, ass posting, but a video throws that entire thing out of there.
Yeah.
That is
it is. It's the next level because we've all seen online a boomer they posted big boobs or something, and it's clear they were searching for it. But uploading you're right, uploading an entire video.
It's you have to click HD 240p. What quality do you want to upload?
Yeah.
Is this
He's
real?
Captions? Yeah, I'll do captions. Translatable captions.
How many languages?
What a great feature.
What the fuck? That's insane. That means, what the fuck were you thinking, bro?
Quote, Am I correct that you allegedly posted a video to your Facebook showing a naked woman dancing briefly? Asked attorney Deborah Gordon, who is representing a former appointee suing Washington for sexual harassment.
Interesting.
Absolutely not, Washington said. The video shows a naked woman in what appears to be a hotel room briefly dancing. The 8-second clip was first reported on by the website Detroit 1 Million last year, posting... On Tuesday, McDonald told 7 News, quote, "If you're asking me if I have any idea who that is, I have no clue. The sheriff says he has no clue. The sheriff says he didn't record it. The sheriff says he didn't put it up. He says he doesn't know." Washington gave a similar answer when asked under oath about the video as part of a recent deposition. I asked, where is my name? Who is this? Washington recalled. I don't know who this is. I don't know who did this. Obviously, I wouldn't do it. Why would I put a picture of a naked woman with my name on it? However it came out. The lawsuit against Washington, filed by former appointee Regina Parks, is currently pending in federal court. Washington has denied the allegations, and the county is trying to have the case dismissed. He's like, why would I post a video of Ashley dancing in a hotel? I don't even know who Ashley is. I don't even know who she is.
Why would I do that? Because you're old. Because you're old and you don't know how. You're posting shit from your phone. Oh my God. He probably was looking at it in his videos and then click share. I don't know, bro. That is some freaky ass. Can we see your phone? At some point, they're gonna have to take his phone and look through the videos and be like, oh yeah, no, this is your penis, along with 15 other pictures of your penis.
Cops we can't look through this anymore. Yeah, we gotta hire. What do they have, Venezuelans and people from India, poor people, third world. We gotta hire some conglomerate of third world citizens to do this micro work for us because we can't handle
for globalization. Oh my God.
I love how he said obviously. You can't say I don't know who this is. I don't know who did this. Obviously, I wouldn't do it. You can't say obviously you wouldn't do it. That is not how the word. You can't just throw the word obvious around willy-nilly. Obvious has a meaning. But that was, shout out
that
Detroit.
That was a great book in Eric Adams' core. We'll close that chapter. What a phenomenal story. I'm sure there's millions of perverted sheriffs across the country that this will happen to, and we'll revisit the subject.
Yeah, thank you. Thank all of you. But as this podcast works, after a very fun story like that, we many times have a very not fun and infuriating and tragic story.
Not allowed to feel good for too long. Welcome to life. We're going to San Fran via the banner. 4 Baltimore police officers will not face charges after San Francisco investigation. San Francisco prosecutors declined to bring charges against 4 Baltimore police officers who have been under investigation in the California city after a woman says she reported a sexual assault that took place there. The officers, including the commander of Eastern District, have been suspended with pay and assigned to administrative duties by the Baltimore Police Department since November of last year, while the Special Victims Unit of the San Francisco Police Department investigated. The San Francisco District Attorney's Office told the banner this week that the evidence in the case was deemed insufficient to file charges. All right. Although the San Francisco police had probable cause to submit an arrest warrant for review in this case, after careful review of all the evidence gathered, we do not believe we can meet our higher burden of proof, the officer said in a statement, adding that it would reevaluate if additional evidence emerged. Now, what are they being accused of? Told you it was sexual assault, but let's get into the details. The accuser, a 39-year-old California woman, contacted the banner saying she was frustrated with the outcome in a case she says dates to September 2024. She also shed light on the circumstances that she said led her to contact police. At the end of the day, no officer should let something like that happen. She said, I felt like they took advantage of me. I don't think that's fair. Major Jai Etowaru, the suspended commander of the Eastern District, declined to comment through an attorney. The other suspended officers, Juan Rivas, Angel Villaronga, and Jamora Acosta, could not be reached for comment. The Baltimore Police Department said an internal investigation remains ongoing and the officers would remain suspended pending the outcome of the investigation. The woman who asked not to be identified because she said she was the victim of a sexual assault says she met up with the officers through a friend who had been communicating over social media with one of them. They went out for drinks and she believes she blacked out after taking a shot of liquor. She said she woke up partially naked the next day alongside one of the officers in a hotel room, bewildered and unable to remember what had happened. All of the officers were packing up to leave, she said. Nobody would say anything to me. I said, who had sex with me? And no one said anything. She said, adding she submitted to a rape kit exam 3 days later at the urging of friends. She said she could not have consented to sex in the condition she was in. The banner spoke to a friend of the woman who said she was also present that night and shared a similar account.
Yeah. Insane story. To sum up, seems obvious that she was drugged and gang raped by 4 police officers who were visiting San Francisco. And the DA of San Francisco just announced that they are not going to pursue any charges because, the burden of proof cannot be met. So it's an intersection of how hard it is in general for women to wield the justice system in cases like this, but this is compounded with how hard it is for police officers to face any accountability when, again, the DA, these prosecutors, they are part of the system of policing.
Yeah, they're another wing of the police arm.
Yes.
They fight for the police. That's crazy, man. This is a nightmare scenario. It's like you're waking up, like blackout, 4 cops not saying anybody. And who do you even call? It's like, I can't call the cops. They're the ones who just fucking raped me. My God, I feel like.
And I found on Twitter and Reddit, different places where, because they mentioned here the rape kit, and I saw many instances where people were saying that all 4 of the cops tested positive in that kit. But as much I was, I'm not a professional researcher, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find confirmation of that. Like, I couldn't find it in any of the news articles. But I did want to bring it up, but add like a grain of salt to it, that people were saying that all 4 tested positive. And I'm wondering why, like, here in this article, they mentioned that they did the kit, but they didn't say what the results are. But absolutely, like, insane story. Like, not that these cops got off. The fact that they're not even going to face any charges. The fact that these cops this whole time have been suspended with pay. Like, absolute no consequences whatsoever. Not even a fucking investigation into this shit.
One of the worst crimes that you could commit, and her description of it just like paints a horrid picture. Just waking up to a guy pulling up his pants and 3 other cops walking out of the room silent. That is
not answering your questions.
That is
ignoring you, literally ignoring you.
Like, what the fuck? And then, like, what can she do? She's just like left holding the bag and like left holding like that just emotional damage. That's, man.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
And I wanted to bring up, so researching this story led me to another related story involving the San Francisco DA, right? So that, I feel like that's one of the big main characters here. And San Francisco DA and sexual assault of women. So under the previous DA, who was kicked out of office, his name Chesa Bowden. You might have heard his name because it was a big deal when he was kicked out of office. When he was in office, and so this is recent, just maybe 2-3 years ago, crazy story of a woman was arrested for robbery. Now, what evidence did they have on her? Well, they found her DNA at the crime scene. Well, how did they have her DNA in the first hand to where they were able to match it to a crime scene? A rape kit. It was a story of a woman years ago handed over her DNA to the police in the form of a rape kit. She was a victim, and she went to the police to try to get the person who did this to her. And apparently, the San Francisco police, I don't know where else in the country, how common this is, would just keep that DNA and include it as part of like the criminal database absolutely insane.
Yeah.
One, it's unethical, immoral, but two, this is going to clearly act as a deterrent for women who want to seek out help when one of the worst things imaginable happens to them.
What horrible world we live in, a dark, inverted world where it's like you submit a rape kit and the cops come back like, well, oh my God, you find a criminal? Yes, you. And they arrest you. You're the person getting arrested from submitting a rape kit. That is hell. It doesn't even make sense. It's just like, we live in hell. This is like how a system in hell would operate. Like, rape kits actually arrest the person who was raped. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's how ironic with all these we have nothing but rape kit backlogs everywhere. But the one time they want to actually go and like use the rape kit, it's to criminalize the person, the victim. Insane.
Huge backlogs everywhere, to the point where they, I believe it was in Texas, I could be wrong, it was either in Texas or in Georgia, where they started trashing them because they had so much and they needed space for other stuff. They just literally started trashing them, and rather than investigating them and doing their job in one place where police would be greatly appreciated. Like, the police, you're the only people we have who can legally go after these crimes, and this is what you're doing. Like, this is an example of where you can be appreciated. Like, you can actually not be, complain about being hated all the time.
But look at the cops who are responsible for overseeing sexual crimes. It's perverts.
Yeah.
Literal pervert. The last cop we talked about, a pervert.
Yeah.
And we expect perverts to find other perverts? That's like...
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfathomable. But fortunately, with the case we just talked about, where the woman was arrested because of evidence through her rape kit, the old DA, Chesa Bowden, made it so they stopped doing that. The old DA, who was recalled, was a quote-unquote progressive prosecutor. Like, yes, somewhat of an oxymoron, but here's like a list of some of the things he did while he was office. He sharply reduced the use of cash bail. He reduced sentencing enhancements that are used disproportionately on black men and women to keep them in jail or prison longer. Stopped prosecuting low-level pretextual traffic stops. Expanded diversion and treatment programs. Stopped prosecuting juveniles as adults. Created a wrongful conviction review. Focused heavily on police accountability, started going after police who were committing crimes. But when you have someone like this, of course, it's going to result in a huge recall effort that was hugely funded by capital, right? All these power structures are infiltrated by capital, by profiteering. Like, the bail bonds industry is a huge industry. Lots of money to be made there. All these, like, quote-unquote public systems, like even prisons that we don't consider private prisons, even though they're a public prison, like, a lot of stuff they do is contracted out into private hands, like the people who supply the food, the people, and like now is the worst quality ever, all about cost cutting, like the phones that they use, they
have to follow the rules of capitalism like everybody else, cut costs everywhere, whether it be employees, products, to increase shareholder value.
Yeah, them, and then of course all the real estate interests that are that want police to heavily go after people who are unhoused and the poor people. Like, you have a progressive prosecutor who is making these like reforms, just reforms, like basic, simple, easy reforms. Still, that is affecting the pockets of too many people, and they got rid of him. And now is the new DA of San Francisco, who is doing shit like this, who is not even pressing charges on a horrific, disgusting incident like this.
It's incredible. The sliding scale of morality that we have in this country. You would think we'd all be like all gearing, like just careening towards the same, what we all identify as good. Like, oh, these are good things that'll help most amount of people. But no, there's people who want power who will literally be like, I'm going to get it and I'm going to do the opposite of good. And that it just blows my mind. I think I would have hoped for like this unified morality that we would all operate on, but no.
Yeah.
No, there's evil ass people in the world. They get power and they abuse it. Put it on us, and now we get fucking rape kits thrown out. And yeah.
Used for evidence.
Yeah.
And not the way the evidence it's supposed to be used for.
Yeah, you can turn in a rape kit.
Arrest this woman.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we will now move on to our next story, again related to DUI. We're going to Chicago, reading here from WLS. The top cop driver accused of DUI tracks missing laptop to Illinois state trooper's house. So by top cop, they mean the guy who's getting the most DUI arrests. A restaurant executive arrested by an Illinois State Police trooper on DUI charges told the ABC7 I-Team when he discovered his MacBook was missing from his car, he tracked it to the house of the trooper who arrested him.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
That's
It is. What followed was captured in a 911 call recording, a cell phone video, and an internal investigation by the Illinois State Police, all obtained by the I-Team. For 3 years, ISB trooper Kevin Bradley was named by a nonprofit as the state's, quote, top cop, a moniker given to the member of law enforcement who has made the most DUI arrests statewide. And we should, like, at this point, be going through all of these top cop DUI arrest people and really going through all those fucking
cooking the numbers.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy. Steroids, these are not.
Yeah, it's some Mark McGuire numbers over here, dude.
You're juicing this shit. Asterisk by their names.
Yeah. Every single one of these top cops should be called into a meeting, and they got to go through case by case.
Also, I look at this cop, and now this is just me being mean, but he does. I'm like, he looks. This ain't nothing about him being freaky, but he looks freaky. He looks like a passport.
Could
bro.
be. Like you're a cop, strike one. You look kind of weird, strike two.
For me. To me, I can tell you, I'm like, I can see the gooner in his heart. I can see it in his eyes.
Asher's got a great goondar. He could tell.
I can see it. I'm like, oh, this nigga. The shells, the hollow.
Asher can look in your eyes and tell you how long it's been. He's like 3 hours.
Whoa,
2 minutes?
I can
Go back.
What type of weirdo you are. I'm like, okay, this nigga, he looks like he posts about like, see, that's the problem with Western women. You got to go to Thailand to find submissive. Like he looks like a passport, bro. Like a little freaked out.
Damn. So yeah, 2 strikes along with this entire story.
Arguably a worse strike.
Yes. Over that time, hundreds of drivers were arrested by Bradley for DUI in Cook and DuPage counties. But as the I-Team previously reported, public defenders and civil rights attorneys have accused Bradley of, quote, fabricating evidence and violating drivers' civil rights, arguing many of those criminal cases were later dismissed prior to adjudication, or they resulted in drivers receiving not guilty verdicts.
Oh, wow.
Local restaurant executive Sherrard Holland is one of those drivers. Yeah, no shit, because being the top cop means you're just arresting anyone from DUI and collecting that overtime and hitting those quotas.
Have you people never heard of causation doesn't correlate? Whatever the fuck that saying is.
Correlation is not causation.
Correlation is not, just because all my people I arrest get off once proper eyes see the arrest, that doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. That's clearly something between the process where it's fucking.
A long time ago, I tried to write a joke that was like, I tried to do a one-liner where it was like, my girlfriend says we broke up because I'm just like a robot who only thinks in logic. And I told her correlation is not causation. And I dropped that joke after trying it one time for obvious reasons.
I'm glad you brought it back here.
To ruin the vibe of our podcast.
I'm glad you gave life to it. So we can all sit there. Like,
one last chance.
Joffrey is smart.
That was the audience, huh? All right, whatever.
I don't think I get it.
When's the comedian going to come on stage?
No, that one's a thinker.
It was, yeah. Bradley took Holland into custody for felony DUI, and in the dashboard camera footage, Bradley took Holland into custody for felony DUI, and in the dashboard camera footage, while Holland was in the state trooper's vehicle, Bradley can be seen searching through Holland's vehicle before his car was towed. Later that day, when Holland needed his MacBook, he said he noticed it wasn't listed on his inventory slip, so he assumed it must be with his car at the tow yard. Quote, "I decided to ping my MacBook," Holland told the I-Team, and it pinged to an address. Using Apple's Find My... Shouldn't it be obvious to especially a cop not to steal an Apple product?
That's the insane part to me. I'm like, how are you a cop? How are you... This is just like, if someone if someone calls you in for a theft, and you'd be like, oh, it's an iPhone? Why don't we use Find My iPhone to find your phone, and then we'll arrest whoever has that?
Yeah.
Why do you think it just stopped? Oh,
I know.
my shield protects me. It's not just like, what the fuck? That's just stupid. You guys really are dumb as hell.
Like, I imagine that's a bunch of 911 calls. Is like someone like a woman, for example, just being like, "Hey, someone stole my iPhone. I have it. Find my phone on this address. Can y'all come and can we deal with this?" And it's just insane.
That is dumb as hell, bro. You stupid.
But is he stupid? I mean, look, he's a cop. Is it that dumb to be in such a powerful position and be like, just do what you want constantly?
It's either stupid or just like, but it's stupid or, I guess what you're saying, which is just like blindfully, I don't know if that's a word, just
blindly.
Blind.
It's okay.
I don't know what word I just made.
I'm the one who's in the hole of this episode.
Blindly just like overly confident because you're like, I'm a cop and I won't get caught. And if I do get caught, I'll shoot him.
Yeah.
I'll fucking beat him. That's crazy.
He probably earlier that day thought like he saw like one of his like coworkers had like a MacBook and was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I should get one."
Who are they going to believe? America's top cop or this drunk alcoholic?
Exactly.
I'm sober, bro. What the fuck? I watched on the link you sent. There's a news package, and I was watching it about this guy whose life he ruined.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's if you're about to read that, but he ruins a guy's life. Then they have the video cam from the arrest, and he goes, "Come on, man, what am I supposed to do with you? Look at you." And the guy's like, "What?" He's like, "Come on, man, from everything I see right now, how you're coming off." And the guy's just like standing. It looked like there's two dudes talking. He's like, "Come on, man, look at you. Look how fucked up you look." And the guy's like, "I'm completely normal. What do you mean?"
That's like
ultimate gaslighting.
I was about to say gaslighting extreme.
It was crazy.
That's like the World Series of gaslighting.
It literally just looked like two guys talking, and he was just like, "Come on,
you're fucked up right now.
Look at you."
No, I'm not. Yeah, you
are.
No, I'm not. Well, then why are you being arrested then?
If you're not
why are you being charged with DUI then?
Explain that. Why are you placing your hands behind your back?
Yeah. Why are you going to need to blow in in a device to start your car from now on?
That's so crazy.
Why are you about to get fired from your job?
He lost his trucking business. And the reason why this guy got... the reason why a lot of this is happening is because this guy fought it for 2 years. He's like, fuck that. The police department were like, they kept offering him plea deals over and over and over. And he just refused to take them until the final day of his court case. On the day of his court case, they drop all charges.
Yep.
And he's like, you ruined my life.
Yeah.
You ruined, like, what? I lost my trucking business. So yeah.
Holy shit, yeah. I mean, that goes into the heart of so much of like this justice system that we have, that it relies on plea deals. Like the amount of
literal hush money.
Yes. And it's like the amount of, the US incarcerates more people than any other country, right? That's a fact. And in order to, like, the amount of people that we are constantly arresting, we literally have to rely on plea deals because we just couldn't put them all through the court system. We literally couldn't. And so we actually have to rely on plea deals, and so we do. And then so we get shit like this. Like, it's a complete, like, farce of a justice system.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, each episode we just show the massive cracks in this fake ass justice system we have. It's just like, oh, y'all are just, there's no actual system. It's just like kind of lawlessness, to be quite honest. It's like the law is very lawless. I've always known how fucked up it is, but it's really helped paint a picture of like, oh, these motherfuckers are just protecting cops. Cops will do whatever they can to get a conviction because they just want those numbers on the board. They just want to pump up their stats while committing crimes. And it's like, okay, we're not even really catching the criminals. We're like,
yeah.
Just
once you look at like the DUI thing is a great example. Like once you just look at like the systems in place that create these incentives, and coupled with the fact that cops have so much protection from accountability, like they are going to use these systems and incentive systems to their advantage however they can. Why not? They know there's not going to be a consequence if they get caught. I mean, this guy, imagine if he hadn't just made the random insane decision to fucking steal this guy's iPad, then it probably would have been harder for this guy to, after years of fighting, to get to the other side of this.
Also, imagine if this guy wasn't a nut who goes to the place of the criminal who's you got robbed and you're like, I'm gonna go to this thieve's house.
I mean,
that's a nut job thing to do, but we salute you.
Yeah. And you did a good job of like summing up the beats of this story. So rather than like reading the rest of this article, I'm gonna skip down to the bottom. Okay, an IT analysis of Cook County court records found out of 319 DUI prosecutions stemming from arrests made by Trooper Bradley since 2023, 174 cases were dismissed before adjudication or the drivers were found not guilty, like in Holland's case. According to court records, 105 drivers were found not guilty, with 95 of those drivers accepting plea deals for lesser charges. And again, that goes to what you were saying. Like, a lot of times they're just told straight up, like, you are going to lose if you fight this. Just fucking take a plea deal so you don't risk going to prison and ruining your life for longer. Just take this plea deal. Like, you're, and then every now and then you'll get someone who's like, no, I'm going to fight this. And then they win. But I don't even want to imagine like all the times that people are like, no, I'm going to fight this, and they still lose.
And they waste thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers, and just like they lose so bad. It's just like these people are ruining fucking people's lives with their corruption.
It is, yeah. It's like a mass scale of violence going on in all these different little ways. Like the ones that obviously stand out is when like a fucking unarmed teenager gets murdered, stands out for good reason. But look at all this like constant like
ways they're fucking people over through DUIs, falsely accusing people of being drunk. Insane. Should be a national fucking story that we're all talking about all the ways they're corrupt. Police reform should be just on the constant docket.
Yeah.
That shit has been taken off.
I mean, yeah. Police kill 1,100 Americans a year. Next up in line as far as comparable countries is Canada. It's like less than 100, way less than 100. And then you go down to regular countries like Britain, Japan, then it's like 1, 2, 0. But back to this. For every DUI arrest made, state troopers must appear in court, and in evidence motions filed with the court, attorneys have said this has led to a staggering amount of overtime pay for Trooper Bradley. State records show in 2024, Bradley nearly tripled his salary, earning $250,000 in 1 year. That's more than the salary of the Illinois State Police Director. A spokesperson for ISB told the I-Team Bradley is currently on medical leave after suffering injuries from an accident while he was working. So clearly corrupt cop arresting innocent drivers, charging them with non-existent crimes, stealing from their fucking pockets, and all for that is rewarded as the top cop.
Yeah, it's more like fucking stop cop.
Nice.
That's how you do it. That's how you do
and
it.
That's how we produce change. That's how we affect change right there.
What if instead we stop cop?
Through the power of puns, folks. What's the only thing that could stop this racist machine of violence?
Where's my gun? I'm sorry.
I just killed himself.
I apologize. Dude! I apologize. This can no longer exist. But
actually, we have an editor. We could have just taken out the...
No. I know how to take... I know what's getting taken out.
And then, all right, let's go to our last story.
We're going to Hollywood. We're going to Miami.
Yeah.
But it's a Hollywood story.
It is.
Netflix. You like that? No. Okay. 7 News Miami. We in Miami. Netflix film depicting Miami Lake's drug bust damaged reputation of MDSO deputies. A lawsuit alleges. A Netflix film inspired by the largest cash seizure in South Florida's history is now the subject of a lawsuit for its depiction of the officers involved in the case. New lawsuit filed against Artist Equity, the production company founded by the main stars of the movie, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, claims the film, I know name dropped, oh shit, The Rip. You guys didn't work that hard on the title, I see.
Yeah.
I'm not watching nothing called The Rip.
Yeah.
You got to come harder than that.
That's what they should have called. What's their famous movie where it's like, how about them apples?
Yeah.
Goodwill Hunting, which allegedly was stolen. Have you heard that?
No.
Yeah, allegedly it was stolen from like a female screenwriter. And my joke is they should have called that movie The Rip.
Stop, cop.
The power of comedy, folks.
We're bringing it together, folks. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. Another example where I have to provide a minute of exposition before a pun.
That's called setup, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta pave the path for us to get
Well,
there.
see, correlation and causation. Okay, here's what you got to understand. What science, what researchers will say.
No, actually, was it The Matrix ripped off? It was.
That was debunked. See, that's why we got Quincy here.
I followed that black lady. Listen, it was a black lady.
I'm trusting Quincy over you on this.
Listen, I stand with black women. Unlike these two unwoke ass. No,
You don't.
Honestly,
now you're on the other side of trans women.
No.
I know that's a tough one for you, but
I gotta stick with my. Sorry. Now, if you're black trans women, this would be a tough battle. But no, actually, I already know it was debunked. I genuinely followed this lady's website. I saw her writing on her website. I was like, lady. This ain't good. I know you ain't read the goddamn Matrix.
Yeah, look, it's good, but it's not the Matrix.
No, the blog. You definitely are schizophrenic. I do feel that. I do think. But let's go back to this Hollywood story, The Rip. The Rip unfairly damages the reputation of the officers who were involved in the 2016 raid. When you rip something, you're stealing something. We never stole $1, said Jonathan Santana. Santana, now a deputy for the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, is one of the 2 officers of the former Miami-Dade Police Department who is credited for solving the Miami Lakes drug case, which netted more than $20 million being seized after being discovered inside of the attic of a home. While Santana was celebrated for his work on the case 10 years ago, he told 7 News he gets teased for it in his involvement in the case now.
He's getting teased, folks.
They keep making fun of me because they said I stole their money. I didn't steal them. That's so.
I'm suing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I get it. I get it. I get it because I researched. I looked it up.
Yeah.
This was not a case of police corruption.
I agree. It was literally.
And it's so funny. Like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
They
like
just changed the
choose
story.
a case where there was.
Yeah.
There's so many to choose from.
Yeah, they literally did just. I read the Time magazine article of it coming out, and apparently, like they were taking the life story of this one guy, and like his son died, and so they were like, oh, that adds this extra element to it, and so we're gonna rework the story because we want to tell like, oh man, when $24 million gets into play, what it can do to the soul. And like they wanted to add drama to
Yeah, dude, Hollywood is so stupid. Like for one, you don't have to do true story every fucking movie. Just make a story.
Yeah.
Make a story. Make
Also,
a satire.
They changed so many other elements, like the drug money that they found. They were like, okay, there was this guy named Hector or something, and then they just changed that to a woman. He should be upset. He's like, wait, they fucking girl bossed me in the movie.
It's like you don't have to make everything up based on a true story. I know it's awesome to see that in the beginning in the title screen, but if you do want to make it a true story, then make it a fucking true story. It's a true story with a bunch of fucking lies that we added.
Literally added, like they added so much extra shit to this fake ass true story, and now I don't even want to be on these cops' sides.
I know. It is funny imagining this like this poor guy.
But evil Hollywood.
I'm not corrupt. Everyone's like, yeah, right, fucking pig.
If you're gonna
fucking ACAB pig. pig. No, I swear.
I would have loved to choose, if I had to choose, I would have loved to choose the evil Hollywood producers, not the cops. But damn it, these Hollywood producers are so evil.
Yeah, and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are lazy. Yeah, lazy. That's the moral. That's the point of our podcast, folks.
In the Rip 2, I wonder what's going to happen. Are Matt Damon and fucking Ben Affleck, are they going to still play the cops, or are they going to play themselves being sued by the cops and the cops? And it's like,
and it's a story about how that cop actually was guilty of corruption the whole time. Like, he sues them again.
Just keeps writing.
Guys, this is the magic of story writing. This is what you can do.
No, man, we're in a 6 franchise film with you, bro.
It's called imagination. Don't you understand?
The real criminal is Netflix bearing this film. No one saw this. No one heard of this. The marketing of this movie.
Yeah.
That's, oh my God. That's so crazy that they just straight up lied. And they were rapists. No.
Well, cops like him are corrupt. It's so, like, well, yes, corruption exists, but not this one guy.
I know. He's probably like, I've done so much way more fucked up shit. And this is what...
He's like, what the fuck? I got away with my shit. I did my shit good.
I love that part of it. He's like, they used to like me for this, and now people hate me. That is his one crown.
Of a celebrated case. Like he gets to retire.
A movie about me? Oh my God.
He's probably so excited. Who's gonna play me? Bruce Willis, Keanu Reeves.
He's just a dickhead ass cop who's trying to steal. Daddy, is it true what Mr. Affleck said about you? You're a thief. No. I wouldn't turn that money in. That's so fucking funny. Well, if cops weren't so fucking corrupt, we wouldn't have this thread to...
If Matt Damon and Ben Affleck had some integrity, along with cops being corrupt a lot, not this one cop. They found the least corrupt cop in America to base their police corruption.
He's like, I should have just took that fucking money.
Yeah, exactly. I could have had them killed for this shit.
Listen, guys. Listen, brother. Honestly, I don't care.
Of course.
I don't.
No, that's why we're laughing.
I'm glad they lied. I think more film producers should lie on cops.
Yeah. I think more people should heckle cops in general.
I think as much as cops like to rewrite other people's
That's true.
They lie on fucking
the police reports.
Police reports and
just think of it as a police report.
Yeah. Make it what you want, okay? There were no real victims here. At least no one died.
You're being teased. Now you're going to make a bunch of money. You should be happy. You get to sue Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. A dream for a lot of us over the years.
So fucking funny.
You know what? I like Ben Affleck. He sticks up for Muslims on Bill Maher.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm so mean to him.
I think he should.
Shout out Ben Affleck. Matt Damon, you've never stuck up for Muslims. Fuck you, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Matt Damon.
Piece of shit. I would go to jail.
Also,
I hope Matt Damon goes to jail for this shit.
And that one movie you were in where you were on Mars, that shit was boring. I'm sorry.
Really? I want to say I like space movies.
Nah, it was too realistic.
Yeah, fuck you, Matt Damon.
I don't like that.
Why don't you put some lies in the space movie?
Yeah, aliens.
Yeah. You make the space movie real? And you make a real life story live? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
That's actually insane.
Matt Damon's learning how to make a fucking movie.
Fucking nut. You fucking nut. You couldn't even at all be like sci-fi with the space movie.
Oh my God.
No, that's real. The fiction comes in the true story of a man's life you're playing.
A man's life, yeah.
And he was gay. I was gay? Wait. No, I got no problem with it, but I was. What the fuck? We're going to throw in a gay sex scene.
It's 2026. We got to make you gay. You understand that. It's Hollywood.
You can't even fight it because you don't know. I'm not, look, I don't mind. Well, folks, that's the pod.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah. We had fun. Sorry I was struggling, but I tried my best.
Go watch The Rip.
Watch The Rip.
Gain some hatred.
Support our boy.
Who doesn't deserve it. Just be mad at it. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that guy. He's just like, I didn't even. Goodbye.
Goodbye.